episode 366 of Good Luck High Five.
That's right. You're listening to a podcast that's for you if you play Magic the Gathering, no matter how you're playing it.
I'm one of your hosts, Maria.
I'm another one of your hosts, Megan.
And on today's show, we're talking about Theros Beyond Death Standard.
That's right. What does the standard format even look like right now?
We are getting shaken up by Nyx and all of the weird underworld stuff and things escaping and various gods.
Oh, yeah.
Etc.
Etc.
You know? And like, how does this change standard decks that were already developed and what new ones are coming to the forefront?
That's right. All of that and more, including some more Greek myth story time.
Yay. We're learning so much.
We really are. And some flavor text theater.
Yeah, I've got all these hot packs of Theros Beyond Death.
That's right.
Here.
We've got these nice boosters.
What am I gonna
rolling
do with them?
rolling in them.
We're just rolling in boosters.
Oh, yeah. All 5 of them.
I just really want to do a photo shoot, you know, in a tub, but just covered with boosters.
Oh, yeah.
You know, for like a sexy Valentine's Day calendar shoot.
Sure.
But it's all booster packs.
Knock yourself out, man.
Hey, you'd buy it. You'd buy it. Like all Magic content creators, like Marshall is like in a tub covered with booster packs. Tell me you would not buy that. You can't tell me you wouldn't buy it because you would buy it.
Yeah.
Fundraiser idea.
Yeah, fair enough.
Marking it down right now. By the way, thank you to everybody who said that they would do our 365 Good Luck High Five challenge.
That's right. Apparently, we need to get episodes 1 through 80 available to people.
Yeah, so what happens is there's only 300 of our episodes available at any given time, I believe, on our podcast feed.
Gotcha.
So what I need to do is put those old episodes on our podcast feed website. So I have to just go back in through episodes 1 through 83 or 84 at this point now, because every week one's going to fall off. And you can go in there and listen. And, you know, there's more than one person who's doing this. So you're not alone, everybody.
All right.
You're not alone.
I don't know how you're going to document this. Maybe with like a little 1 second a day video of you hanging out with us.
There is somebody who's doing it who's tweeting at us every day, like a little recap of the episode.
Oh, that's
it's
so
like
cute.
a blast from the past.
Wow.
Apparently my Minnesotan accent, which was much more pronounced back then.
Wow. Do you know what? I think that I believe that.
Yeah. Because, you know, I was not, you know, doing like announcing for like my 100% job. Yeah. So it probably was not on my mind as much. Yeah. Really getting those O's in there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. Yeah, but awesome stuff there. Thank you so much for people who are taking that challenge on. What's wrong with you? All right. We want to say thank you as well before we start our episode to everybody who's a supporter of the show on Patreon.
That's right. Patreon.com/GLHF Magic. Thank you so much. And we have some really exciting February Patreon pledge drive awards that are going to happen. I'm super excited for when February runs around.
When it runs around.
When February runs around and we can tell you about them.
I know.
But get ready.
What was our phone number that people are going to call for Pledge Drive Month?
Oh, man.
What was it? 612 Fossils with a Z.
Fossils with a Z.
I hope that number's still available. Every year, like, I forget to renew it, but every year it's somehow still available.
Still available. Fossils with a Z.
That's right. People call in and leave us messages like a real Pledge Drive. It's going to be a great time.
Yes.
Coming up next week already.
Wow. February.
Holy cow.
I'm ready.
Thank you to everybody who joined since the last episode and everyone who's been supporting us for a long time.
Yes, it really does mean the world to us. You make everything that we do possible.
Yeah, it just takes a second of your time and it impacts all the creators that you support so very, very much. Thank you to Card Kingdom. You can head over to cardkingdom.com/GLHF. They're another one of our supporters.
Yes.
They're awesome.
So much awesome stuff, including product that you can draft.
Yeah, they've got
which
Lumeria,
is so cool.
Which is a cool draftable set. If you're like, I'm over Theros already. I mean, I guess you could be technically if you've drafted a lot or whatever. You just want a set you haven't drafted. Lumeria is available,
and it comes with these sweet tokens.
Check it out.
We have Ashlyn. We have Laura Goyfs in here. We have so many. We have Saffron Olive.
Yeah.
You know, Kathleen.
Card Kingdom sponsors some great people.
Adam. Oh, great. James.
Oh, look at little James. And, you know, me and Meghan are in here, too.
That's true.
So if you order Lumeria, you get a random set of these cool tokens that come with them. So
where's the one with the dog?
There is a dog one.
But I don't have it.
Oh, you don't have it. I don't know.
I'm so mad.
You have the option to get a dog. token.
Okay.
It's possible.
You can get a dog token?
Yeah.
All right.
But that's just like one of the cool ancillary products that Card Kingdom offers.
Yeah.
Like if you want to teach your friends how to play, they've got awesome things called rookie decks, which are like $5.
Yeah.
And they're a monocolored deck and they're super easy to teach your friends with. Once they're past that, you can give them battle decks,
yes,
which are designed to fight against each other for $10.
So cool.
It's like a really great resource that they offer that
really is.
Literally nobody else offers. So head on over to cardkingdom.com/GLHF for any of that stuff. Say good luck, have 5. Good luck, have 5.
Good luck, have 5.
Good luck, have sticker or have token.
Yeah.
And you'll get one of those for free in your order.
Pretty sick.
My brain works. All right, everybody, let's talk about Theros Beyond Death Shaken Up Standard.
That's right.
A whole new format.
You are pretty excited about at least one deck in here.
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about a bunch of the top decks. But before we do, I don't want to keep you in anticipation any longer because you all know I'm going to talk about Bogles, right?
Yes, you are.
You just know that I am.
Of course you are.
Let's get it out of the way so we can move on with our lives.
Yeah.
So I tried out a best of one Bogles deck, which was just green-white, which was pretty cool. And then there was another neat list that was a Bant Bogles that I got from MTG Goldfish. This was a Fish 5-0 deck, which of course is splashing blue because you've got to play Staggering Insight. Am I right?
I mean, I guess
Which
you
is
are.
the new Curious Obsession. So it gives your creature +1/+1 lifelink. And whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you get to draw a card.
Yeah.
So that's like one of the best auras in the set, right? And so you're going to play it. The deal with this is if you're like, how can you play Bogles in Standard, Maria? There's no Boggle in Standard.
Yeah, there isn't.
Don't worry. We have some solutions for that.
Oh, tell me about it.
The easiest way is to play Paradise Druid. You remember Paradise Druid, right?
Yeah, 2/1 for 1 and a green, hexproof.
That's right. It's hexproof, only when it's untapped.
Yes.
So like, what are you going to do? You have to tap to attack. Well, don't worry. We've got an enchantment from Theros called Sentinel's Eyes, which gives +1/+1 in vigilance and is most importantly a single white mana and has escape for a single white mana and exile 2 cards from your graveyard as well.
Wow.
So this is the combo of the deck. You get Paradise Druid down, you put Sentinel's Eyes on it, you attack, it doesn't tap. Guess what? You've made your own Boggle.
What a combo.
I know, right? But that's not very exciting. That's like a 3/2. So
yeah,
you've got to do a little bit more work than that. And so, like I said, you can play Staggering Insight on that. You can play Season of Growth in your deck, which is an enchantment that whenever you cast something that targets one of your creatures, you get to draw cards, which is really cool. It's a little engine to help you find things like Cetacean Training, which is another cantrip that gives +1/+0 and trample.
Yeah.
Hydra's Growth is played in this list, which just grows your creature over several turns.
This deck also has Karametra's Blessing, which is a single white for an instant. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If it's an enchanted creature or enchantment creature, it also gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn.
So this
indestructible is quite important, I imagine, in a format that does have sweepers.
Right. So this helps a lot to make your other creatures in your deck Bogles because you can't only have 4 creatures in a standard deck that's trying to attack with creatures. It's just not going to work. So we kind of have to build our own Bogles in other ways. So the most important card here is Cetacean Champion.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a cool rare from Theros Beyond Death. That's that 1/3 for 3 mana. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, you put a +1/+1 counter on it and draw a card.
Nice.
So it has that cool constellation ability.
Yeah.
So that's not only is it another creature, it's also like your Season of Growth. So those two things are drawing you cards.
Cards.
You've got Siona, Captain of the Pyleas, to help you find your enchantments. And of course, you're playing all that glitters because that one's from, what's the word I'm looking for? Eldraine, Throne of Eldraine.
Yeah.
That gives +1/+1 for each artifact and or enchantment you control.
Yeah.
So that's how you make a huge Paradise Druid or whatever you want. Make it enormous using this card and hexproof and indestructible. And you've got your backup if you happen to make your Cetacean Champion your Boggle in this instance.
I also like that we have Alseid of Life's Bounty in here.
Yes.
This is a white mana for a 1/1 lifelink, but more importantly, it has 1, sacrifice this creature. Target creature or enchantment you control gains protection from the color of your choice until end of turn.
Yeah.
A little bit more protection against that targeted removal.
Yeah, pretty important. Hopefully you don't have to give it protection from white or from green.
I mean,
because then your auras will fall off. But generally you're not having to do that. So it's a really, really fun deck. I don't think it's very good, but it is super, super fun. And if you're looking to get through the earlier ranks of the ladder, this will get you through there and you'll have a great time doing it. You just are drawing an absurd number of cards with this deck when you go off, and you have such inevitability. I think that's one of the reasons I love Boggles. Not only is it silly and fun, but the feeling of just like ultimate power when you've got a Boggle that can't be killed is like
so if you're chasing that feeling of ultimate power, you're wondering where you're going to get it. This is it. For you. This is it.
So this is a deck I tried to run in the standard challenge on Arena, which unfortunately ends today, which is Monday when we're recording this. But it was a super fun event. This deck didn't really do well, but I have hopes for it. You know, I have high hopes.
Absolutely. What else is happening?
So this is another fun deck because I know you listeners, you like fun stuff. Okay. Yeah. We could talk about getting spiky, which we will in a minute, but I wanted to get the fun decks out of the way first because this one I had a blast playing in the standard challenge.
Yeah, and you know what? It's white black.
Yep.
And this has like a special spot in my heart. White black does in general.
Yeah.
I like it when it's good sometimes. You know. Which is a really measured statement.
Yes, it is. It certainly is. I like it when it's good sometimes.
Along the lines of, you know, people that I don't mind hanging out with, which is a different story. Okay. But I'm going to tell you all the story very briefly.
Please tell it.
Just touch on
Please tell it.
So we have some friends who have a board game night every Monday.
Oh my God.
Which I've gone to every Monday for like
years.
Not every Monday, but like almost every Monday for years now. And like, I really do genuinely love them a lot.
I'm included in this group of people. I want you all to know.
But so like a couple of weeks ago, there was a snowstorm.
Yeah.
And some of these people were like, hey, we're going to maybe game on Friday. But then there was a snowstorm happening. And our friend Nicholas, who does our board game reviews, was in the office that day and was like, all right, like who's gonna come? I don't want to make people drive. And I was like, you know, Nicholas, like I've driven through a snowstorm before and I would drive through a snowstorm again to hang out with people that I don't mind.
Absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal.
And I don't, in retrospect, I don't know why I phrased it like that, but I did.
So here's a deck that Meghan might not mind.
There we go.
Playing.
Might not mind.
This one was cool, and it did 5-0 a standard league. So Better Pilots and I have done a great job with this deck.
Yeah.
And this is a black-white enchantments deck, and it's fueled by lots and lots of enchantments. Once again, we're playing Alseid of Life's Bounty, the one that gives protection. The most exciting one, though, is Ephemia the Cacophony.
Yes. This card is sick. I've played it in Limited.
Yeah.
And it was very good.
Oh, yeah. It's a house.
1 and a black for a 2/1 flying legendary enchantment creature. At the beginning of your end step, you may exile an enchantment card from your graveyard. If you do, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token.
Which is really awesome because this deck is almost mono enchantments.
Yeah.
So you're almost able to make a 2/2 every single turn if you've got Ephemia in play. And the way that you get stuff into your yard to feed her is not only just through the normal process of the game, but hopefully in your opening hand, you have Tiramit Calls the Dead, which is that saga that with the creepy golden skeleton monster on it. 2 and a black, and then it has chapters 1 and 2 are the same. You put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard, and then you can exile an enchantment or creature card from among them, and you make a 2/2 zombie creature token.
And then chapter 3, you gain X life and scry X, where X is the number of zombies you control.
So that's a nice little bonus.
Yeah.
I've scried 7 off of this before, which is pretty cool. But this is going to help because a lot of times you're going to hit twice from this at least. And so you have fuel for not only Tiramit Calls Dead, but also Ephemia to help get your zombie engine online.
Ooh, for sure.
Just making a whole bunch of stuff.
Zombie engine, such a bad idea.
Don't fuel your car with a zombie engine.
We're just saying it's going to sound like a good idea when you think of it.
It's not a good
idea. It is 100% to backfire on you.
Like literally
100%.
backfire. Zombies, they make a lot of bad fumes out of their butts.
I think just out of them in general.
Just generally.
They're just generally smelling bad. I also like you've got Dead Weight in here.
Yep.
Which is the single black enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets -2/-2.
Yeah, the kill spells are enchantments like that in Mire's Grasp.
Oh, great.
Same
because
thing.
then it's like stuff that you can fuel.
Yep.
You know, it's fuel for that Ephemia. Or that Timurit Calls the Dead.
Another cool combo in here is actually Treacherous Blessing.
Ooh, yeah.
Which is pretty cool. By the way, we're making things cheaper in this deck with our friend Starfield Mystic, who's making all of our enchantments cost 1 less.
Very nice.
Buy. And when stuff goes to the graveyard, gets +1.
Look at that spicy little M20 card coming back.
I know, right?
Who would have guessed?
And remember this Theros art on this card?
Yes, and this is one of the times that we were like, we're going back to Theros.
Yep. Yeah, and we were right.
We were.
He was a clue. Mm-hmm. So what you do is you play Treacherous Blessing, which if you like drawing cards, here you go.
Huh, I do.
2 and a black, you draw 3. But the problem is, this is an enchantment. Whenever you cast a spell, you lose 1 life.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes you don't care about this because there's life gain in this deck. Like if you suit up Alseid of Life's Bounty with a bunch of your stuff, there's also Archon of Sun's Grace, which is the Pegasus, that whenever you cast an enchantment, it has Constellation. You make a 2/2 flying Pegasus with lifelink.
Wow.
Or it gives those Pegasus lifelink. It itself has lifelink. Whatever. You're going to gain life. But
Point is, flying things with lifelink.
Lifelink. Even if you don't, you have a few copies of Final Payment in this deck, which is you basically pay 5 life or sacrifice a creature enchantment. You just destroy target creature.
Oh, nice. So you can just sacrifice away that Treacherous Blessing.
That Treacherous Blessing. Sacrifice it to Final Payment. Kill their thing.
Nice. And now you're not losing life.
A pretty good turn for you.
That sounds very nice.
So, like, it should not surprise people that I like this deck because this is a really cool synergy-based deck that uses all of its components. They're working super well together. And when it goes off, it really does. And it has some absolutely explosive early turns featuring Ephemia the Cacophony and Tiamat Calls the Dead. And playing Treacherous Blessing, drawing 3 cards. The blue players are jealous. I've just felt their jealousy.
You could feel it wafting through the internet.
When I did this, and they're like, "Oh, I have to discard an enchantment if I want to draw."
Do you know what?
2.
Hateful Eidolon is a card that's in here that I had not read before. Single black, 1/2 lifelink. Whenever an enchanted creature dies, draw a card for each aura you control that was attached to it.
Yeah,
that's spicy.
It is, and it's pretty cool too because if you have Dead Weight or Mire's Grasp and you're killing your opponent's creature and you have Hateful Eidolon in play, you still draw a card off of that, which is kind of neat.
Wow, that's really cool. Yeah, I like that quite a bit.
So this deck, really, really fun. Like I said, somebody did 5-0 an MTGO league with it. I got to, I think, 4 wins in the standard challenge, which honestly isn't bad because that's pretty hard.
Yeah.
It's a pretty hard challenge. Like people are playing for real decks in there. And
for real.
It's just a blast to play. Do I think it's been optimized yet? No, I don't.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for a super fun Auras deck, enchantment deck, consider this white-black deck.
Yeah.
By Toxic Mahogany. Shout out there.
What a name.
With it.
Sure. So also things that we're seeing, I just have to say, also still 5-0, Jeskai Fires.
Yeah, still good, turns out.
Has not gone anywhere.
Yep.
I'm just going to see if there's like any new cards in this. Oh, 2 Dream Trawler.
Of course.
That makes sense. Of course. Of course.
Dream Trawler also in a white-blue control decks, which are a thing once again, Megan.
Yes. Look, if you don't think that I already have a notorious control deck built on my arena account, you don't even know me.
I played against a white-blue control deck, and we had a very amazing, epic match in this. And they had 2 Dream Trawlers in their list. And what happened is my deck, the white-black one in the sideboard, has 2 of Kaya's Wrath.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a way to deal with Dream Trawler.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, I don't know, I should have been recording it. The match was so epic. But I got them with Kaya's Wrath. Both instances they cast that Dream Trawler.
Wow.
And with the white-black deck, it is easy kind of to rebuild yourself because of stuff like Tiamat Calls the Dead and the Cacophony, whatever her name is.
Speaking of blue-white control,
a
list went 5-1 in the standard challenge on Magic Online.
Yeah.
And this does have 3 copies of Dream Trawler.
Okay.
Very
one more
nice.
than the one I played against. I know because we saw each other's entire libraries. That's how long it took.
I was going to say, 4 copies of Thirst for Meaning.
Yep.
4 copies of Shatter the Sky. That's the new Wrath. That's 4 mana.
Yep.
4 Omen of the Sea. 4 Birth of Meletus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Little Birth of Meletus.
All right. That's
doing what it can.
That's spicy. And 4 Banishing Light. Banishing Light is just such a nice card.
So like classic white-blue control, basically.
Very classic.
I mean, you don't get Sphinx's Rev, but you do get Dream Trawler. So
you do get Dream Trawler.
What more do you want?
I mean, I would rather be drawing the cards, but...
So I think like white-blue control is going to be one of the big players in Standard coming up.
Yeah.
This deck's very good. Dream Trawler, like we said, is like nigh unbeatable.
Yeah.
But we're also not saying goodbye to stuff like Mono Red Aggro.
No.
That is still around.
Yeah.
So everybody, if you like that deck, guess what? You can still play
it. It's still around. Let's take a look at this Sultai Ramp deck. This went 5-0 in a Magic Online League as well.
Yes. Ramp decks, super, super popular right now and super, super good.
Yes. So this one has Paradise Druid to help you ramp. It's got the classic 4 copies of Voracious Hydra, 4 copies of Hydroid Crassus, 4 copies of Nissa Who Shakes the World.
Yep.
And then it's got, Growth Spiral, Tyrant Scorn, Death Sprout, Casualties of War.
Yeah, so Sultai version a little bit more focused on killing stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen a bunch of different ramp ones out there. Of course, Nissa is like, I think, the star of Standard once again, which I think you called. Like, Nissa's going to just be
she just is
the card.
Good.
She still is the card.
She is good.
But people playing an Elementals ramp deck as well to ramp into enormous Hydroid Craci.
I'm just surprised. I was like, oh, are we going to see our 3-mana friend? But he's not here.
No.
Which is surprising, right?
Who are you?
Surprised?
Who are you thinking of?
Uro.
Oh yeah, Uro. Well, definitely the elemental ones. I think is the one that plays Uro. Because they have a better chance of casting it because for just the way their deck plays out.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I thought Uro ramped you, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, Uro ramp.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He ramp.
He ramp. You gain 3 life, draw a card, put a land from your hand into play.
Gotcha.
So he ramp.
I mean, yeah, not in here though. All right. Esper Hero. Say what?
Back again.
That's a real surprise. So this has 4 copies of Hero of Precinct 1, card after which is named.
Yep.
Atris, Oracle of Half-Truth.
Yes, I had somebody play this against me the other day.
Wow.
It's a pretty cool card.
2 blue-black for a 3/2 menace. When Atris enters the battlefield, target opponent looks at the top 3 cards of your library and separates them into a face-down pile and a face-up pile. Put 1 pile into your hand and the other into your graveyard.
It's just fun for everyone, really.
Wow. That's exciting.
Making the piles, it's a great time.
Tell me about the piles.
Well, it's so much psychology, right? You're like, what pile am I going to show them?
Yeah.
And which pile am I not going to show them?
Yeah.
Which one am I going to show them the bad one?
Yeah.
But it has 2 cards. Or am I going to show them the one good one and be like, you want this?
Or do you want the 2 cards?
Or do you want the 2 cards that you don't know what they are?
Oh, wow. Great.
It's just a fun mind game.
Yeah. Classic also has 2 Dream Trawlers. It has 2 Ashiok Nightmare Muse.
So here's where Ashiok's hiding out.
Yeah. All right. I like this. This is
classic.
Spicy. Classic little like Esper mid-range deck. Killing lots of things.
Just like what you would imagine you would see in such an Esper Hero deck. A little bit of an update on that deck for you.
Ooh, over here on January 20th, Sebastian Pazzo 5-0'd with a Rakdos Aristocrats deck. Yeah,
Aristocrats. I might take that one back up. I played it a bunch. I don't know how many months ago, like half a year ago now. It was a really fun deck to play, but it unfortunately wasn't super competitive at the time.
Yeah.
But now it seems to be that it's getting some help from.
It has Woe Strider now.
Woe Strider.
This is the 2 and a black for a 3/2 horror. When it enters the battlefield, create an 0/1 white goat creature token.
You get to make your goat and eat your goat.
Yes. Sacrifice another creature, scry 1, and then it has escape for 3 black.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I kind of like it.
Claim the firstborn, steal stuff, hit you with it, then sacrifice it. Witch's Oven for some more like stupid stuff with Mayhem Devil and all that.
And classic Cauldron Familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did want to mention briefly Mono Black and Mono White, along with Mono Red, are also decks right now in Standard.
Oh, yeah?
That you can play. And Mono Black is really exciting because you can play Grey Merchant of Asphodel.
Yeah, you can.
If you like Gary, like we're fans of Gary, This deck plays Gary.
Hey, everyone, come to our club. Fans of Gary.
I would go to that club. Oh. But yeah, you're just playing swamps. You're playing Gary. You're draining your opponent for a bunch of life. You can do fun things with Nightmare Shepherd, which this deck usually plays 4 copies of, copying Gary's ability.
Wow.
And this kind of stuff. So you can make new creatures that drain once again, which is really fun.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, once again playing Woe Strider and Tiramet Chosen from Death to up your devotion count to black. Ayara, one of our preview cards, First of Locthwain in here as well, helping your devotion with 3 black mana in her casting cost.
All right, I'm into this.
Yeah, it's really fun. I played this deck a little bit.
It looks like it went 5-0 in a league on the 23rd.
Yeah, so it can get the job done.
Sure.
So that's a really fun deck. That's good for like anybody who just wants like a base level, I'm playing Magic, I don't really know what the format's like kind of deck.
Yeah.
It's sort of straightforward. Same with Mono White, which is now a life gain deck.
Yeah. This has classic Ajani, Strength of the Pride. This one has the -2 ability that makes an Ajani's Pride mate.
Yeah, just makes an Ajani's Pride mate.
Just makes an Ajani's Pride mate and also gains life. It's +1, gains you some life.
Yeah.
This one has Lyndon, the Steadfast Queen.
Yeah, she's great.
Which hasn't had a home yet, but this is 3 white for a 3/3 vigilance. When a white creature you control attacks, you gain 1 life.
Really cool and works well with Heliod the Sun Crowned, which is in this deck as well. So 5/5 indestructible.
Yeah.
It gives +1/+1 counters out when you're gaining life, that kind of thing. So this deck, once it starts to do its thing, is real annoying.
I can see you gaining just 1 billion life with this.
Oh, absolutely.
It's also already it's early in on the anti-Gary plan.
Yeah, Hushbringer.
With Hushbringer.
Gotta stop that Gary.
Yep, 1 and a white for a flying lifelink, 1/2. Creatures entering the battlefield or dying don't cause abilities to trigger. Well, okay.
Thanks, Hushbringer.
Nice Gary, I guess.
Nice 2/4.
Nice 2/4.
So I don't know. That makes me happy that some devotion decks are
same
kind of doing their thing. I don't think they're super competitive against stuff like the mid-range ramp decks.
Yeah.
With Nissa,
this one did go 5-1 in the standard challenge on January 25th.
Like
so
it can definitely do it.
Yeah.
But like, are we going to see people playing this at the World Championship?
Probably not.
Probably not. I guess
what
you never know.
What do you think we will see at the World Championship?
Everybody
Maria?
playing Nissa. That's what I think.
Wow, that's a hot take.
Everybody playing Nissa or everybody playing Dream Trawler.
All right, Nissa, Dream Trawler, I'll add in Fires. Or I guess
and Fires.
Dream Trawler goes in the Fires deck now. So yeah, that's what also Jeskai Fires took down that standard challenge.
So I think those are going to probably be the top 3.
Yeah.
But, fingers crossed we get some more spice in there than that. But those are what I've been seeing the most of online. Like Nissa's just still great.
Yeah.
Uro's great in the ramp deck. Blah, blah, blah. Mid-range can just
blah, blah.
Eat my feet. That's what I think about mid-range right now. I guess I don't mean mid-range specifically, but I mean decks that are just playing good cards. That's what I'm upset about. Like, this is why I like these mono black, mono white. It's cool white black enchantment deck.
You prefer a cool plan over a stack of good cards.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sick and tired of stacks of good cards just being the decks that people are playing. Do you hear me? What is this deck?
Maria, hear me out.
What?
Jeskai Fires is a deck with a cool plan.
Yeah, Jeskai Fires.
That counts.
That counts.
Like, I would say like Aristocrats, the Rakdos Aristocrats. That counts.
Yeah.
Cool deck. Cool plan.
Cool plan.
All right.
You just playing Hydroid Krasis and Nissa?
Guess what? Everybody's done it.
Done with you.
Everybody's done it.
I'm bored of you. Stop just playing good cards. Thumbs down.
Yeah. Sultai Ramp. What is this deck?
You heard it here first on Good Luck High 5. Stop playing good cards.
Stop playing good cards. How many times do we have to say it?
Ugh. Well, there you go. That's a little look into the window of standard right now. Keep your eyes peeled, which is the grossest saying that I've ever heard.
Yeah.
For the World Championship coming up in 3 weeks, when we're going to get kind of standard, I guess, locked in on the biggest playing field of all time.
I really hope that we get one cool new brew.
Oh, come on, out of
really
16?
Hope so.
Somebody please do it.
Fingers crossed.
But yeah, if you've got a really cool deck that you want us to know about it, please tweet at us at GLHF Magic. We would love to see it. Tell us what your deck's cool plan is. Otherwise, I don't want to see it because you're just putting good cards on the deck.
Hashtag cool plan.
Which was one of my favorite bands in the 90s.
It does sound like such a 90s band name.
It's time for story time with Meghan. Some more Greek mythology.
That's right. So I was thinking not everyone, but for the most part, we're very familiar with the story of the Trojan War.
Yes.
Because Homer told that story in the Iliad, which is about the war itself, and then the Odyssey, which is Odysseus's journey home from that war.
Famous.
Yes, pretty famous. Famous. And there were also, like, Homer was long time ago. And then, like, later on, there were a bunch of Greek playwrights, like Sophocles, Euripides, all of those guys. Virgil, who wasn't a playwright, he wrote, regular verse, kind of like Homer did.
I thought you were going to be like, he wasn't a playwright, he was a jerk.
I wish, but I don't know if he was. I don't know. Anyways, and they wrote a lot of stories that weren't specifically about the war, but were about like a lot of the things surrounding it. And I thought we would talk about what happened to some of the people after the Trojan War.
Yeah. Where are they now?
Exactly. Where are Are They Now episode of the reality TV series, The Trojan War.
I want to know where that horse is now.
Yeah. You know what? I don't know what happened to the horse. I wish I had looked that up.
It was in the past Theros set.
Oh, that's right.
Remember?
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You got like soldiers and they got the O4 defender.
It was so cute. I loved it so much.
So some of the big players, obviously, we can start with Odysseus.
Classic big
Odysseus, one of the heroes of the Trojan War, because he's the person who came up with the idea that they would pretend like they were surrendering, and then they would build the horse as a gift and all hide inside of it.
Great idea.
And some people don't know this, but a bunch of them hid inside the horse. Those weren't the only people who fought. They went and opened the gates.
Yeah.
Let a whole bunch of people in. And then they just like completely wrecked Troy.
I wonder.
Big time. And in a not nice way. There's lots of like dark stories about them messing up Troy.
Would you have been convinced by this horse?
I don't know.
Would you have been fooled?
I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, check out this great horse.
Hey, check out this great horse that we're giving you.
It's really big for no reason.
Yeah. And then, so Odysseus goes and leaves, and he ends up on this like long journey trying to get home. And it's long for a bunch of different reasons. One of the biggest,
it took many days.
Because it took many days, yeah. There's one where like he and his soldiers land on the island that keeps Heliod's sacred cattle, and they've been warned not to eat them, but they do, and so all of his crew, as a result, they're all cursed. They all die eventually.
Don't eat a cow if someone's like, don't eat these cows.
Exactly. Don't eat these cows.
Bad idea.
Especially if they're the sun god's sacred flock of golden cows. Just saying.
Ooh, golden cows?
Just saying. I think they were gold.
Oh, now I really want to eat them though.
But Maria, only you will survive and all of your men will be cursed and die.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, and like lots of other stuff. Like he should have, when they were trapped by the Cyclops, and he had to like get the last word in and tell the Cyclops who had tricked him. But the Cyclops is Poseidon's son, and then Poseidon was real mad because Odysseus stabbed his son's one eye.
It seems kind of mean.
Seems pretty mean. So Poseidon made trouble for them. Anyways, so Odysseus eventually, long time later, gets home.
Yeah.
Kills all of the suitors. That had been trying to court Penelope while he was gone.
Just kill them all.
Just killed them all, and which was actually an issue because then all of the people.
Oh, was it?
Yes, all of the people in Ithaca who were related to the suitors were so mad at him because they're like, "Excuse me, you murdered all of our family members.
Why did he have to kill them? Why couldn't he have just been the best suitor?
Because here's the story about Odysseus: is that we were told about how clever he is, but also. He had a mean streak. No, he had a mean streak, right? He's the one who came up with this idea to trick the Trojans.
Yeah,
like he's not a good person in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So, anyways, and then Athena has to come down and is like, "Hey, don't fight Odysseus, okay?" Those suitors had what was coming, which is probably not, but anyways, point is, Odysseus had a son with Circe named Telegonus.
Okay.
And
this is a person he was trying to suit, right?
Huh?
Was it her that he was trying to get her hand?
No, this is like Odysseus spent like a year and change on Circe's island.
Because I'm just like...
They were kind of in, like, she transformed all his men into pigs.
When we saw that in the first Theros set too.
Yeah, so she transformed all of his men into pigs. And then she untransformed them, and then they lived happily for like a year and change before Odysseus was like, I gotta leave.
I was just
but they
checking
had some kids together
because I was like, did he kill all those people for nothing? All the suitors.
No, because he got his wife back.
Okay.
He and Penelope.
Okay.
I think even maybe technically had like another kid when he came back, although she would have been like 50.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's true.
All right.
Anyways, so he and Circe had a kid named Telegonus, and Telegonus eventually goes looking for Odysseus because he's like, I want to meet my dad.
Yeah.
He gets kind of lost, and he lands on an island that he doesn't know is Ithaca. He thinks it's somewhere else. He thinks it's basically just like uninhabited. And so he starts trying to hunt on it. And Odysseus and Telemachus see this like person that they don't know, right? Because he's never met his son, Telegonus.
Yep.
That like basically like pillaging their island, and they're like, what? And so Odysseus runs down to fight him. Except Telegonus has a spear tipped with a stingray's like stinger on it.
Yeah.
And stabs him, and he dies. Odysseus is killed by his own son that he had with Circe.
No way.
And and he didn't know it was his kid.
Wow. Always check before you fight someone. That's what I've been saying.
You have to ask, are you a long lost son?
Or could you be my son?
Could you be my son with a witch?
Yeah. I feel like that is an easy question to ask before any fight, and it just will handle so many problems that could arise. You could avoid this whole situation.
Yeah. Anyways, so that's what happens to Odysseus.
Wow.
Killed by his own kid.
Well.
Rough.
What an end.
Agamemnon.
Yeah.
One of the big leaders of
Where is he now?
The Greeks. Yeah. Oh, this is a good one, man. So Agamemnon, back at the beginning of the Trojan War, was kind of the person who masterminded, again, like this pact with the Greeks of if something happens to Helen, we will all go and defend her.
Okay.
And so he rallies the Greek army at the beginning of the Trojan War. And eventually they get stranded on an island on the way there because Athena is quite mad. I think it's Athena. It might be Aphrodite, but I think it's Athena is quite mad.
Somebody's
and so
mad.
she stills all of the winds.
Okay.
Right? They cannot get out of there because there is just no wind for their sails.
I love how it was so easy to trap someone back then. Just take away the wind.
Just take away the wind.
You can't do anything.
And Artemis is like, I will let the wind go, but I demand a sacrifice.
Oh, nice.
And the sacrifice is specifically Agamemnon's eldest daughter, Iphigenia. I think that there is a play about this. By one of those old playwrights.
Why does she want him to kill his daughter?
I want to say maybe Iphigenia is like a priestess of her or something like that. Anyways, Agamemnon kills his own daughter in order to make a sacrifice to the goddess and get their war party moving.
Not a nice guy.
No, not a nice guy. So after the Trojan War, he gets back home to his wife Clytemnestra, who is sleeping with his brother.
I mean, if you killed your daughter,
you would be pretty mad. The upshot of all of this is that not long after he returns, Clytemnestra murders Agamemnon.
So she just is like,
Agamemnon is murdered by his own wife.
I'm going to sleep with your brother and kill you.
And some people are like, she was mad about him killing their daughter.
Yeah.
She's in love with his brother instead.
Yeah.
She straight up just murders him.
Great. She's my favorite character
and I think in some versions, maybe his brother murders him because he and Clytemnestra are in love. But anyways, point is, I like the version where Clytemnestra just straight up murders Agamemnon. That's what happens to him.
Oh, wow. These people so far are having great lives.
Not
after
great
this war.
to be a hero of the Trojan War.
No, I don't think so.
If you're a Greek. So, and it's also part of it is like, there's also technically maybe a curse on Agamemnon's house. And some people are like, she's just carrying out, she was basically an agent of the curse.
Yeah. Which was my favorite 80s band.
I was about to say my favorite 80s metal band. Agent of the Curse.
Cool Plan, my favorite 90s band. Agent of the Curse, my favorite 80s
Agent of the Curse. Last one that we're going to talk about is Aeneas, who is a hero on the Trojan side.
Okay.
Before we've talked about the Greeks, who won technically.
Yeah.
Aeneas he's there when Troy is sacked, and one of the gods appears to him and is like, you need to take your father and as many people as you can gather and just get out of here.
Yeah.
And he's like, but I'm not a coward, but if a god tells you to do it, you're just going to do it. So he carries his father on his back, and it's like him and a couple dozen people maybe.
Yeah.
And they get out of Troy. And this is the story in Virgil's Aeneid. And there's a whole lot, like he is engaged to Queen Dido of Carthage for a while. but then is like, they're always saying like, you are called to do something else, essentially, like you need to get out of here. So he leaves. There's a whole thing in the Aeneid where like Queen Dido then kills herself, and then he goes to the underworld to essentially apologize. Anyways.
Speaking of 90s artists, Dido, am I right?
Yeah, and then wow.
Deep
that
cut.
one actually worked.
Deep cut.
Anyways, and then like, because of that also, Queen Dido is like, Carthage will forever be the enemy of whatever place you start.
Yeah.
And the place that Aeneas is considered the founder of is Rome. He is like an ancestor of Romulus and Remus.
No way.
And that is why the gods were like, you need to get out of Troy, is because you are called to eventually one day start a city that will become Rome.
I wish the gods would call me to start a city.
Yeah, I know, right? It'd be kind of nice just to be told what to do.
Hey,
with your life.
We need you to start a city.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that, but okay.
But okay.
I will do it. I'll start a city.
Yeah.
Can you just start a city?
I mean, like, yeah, basically. Back then you could, because there were a lot of places that weren't city.
Like if I'm like, hey, America, I want to start a city.
I don't know.
You probably could.
I think you have to like incorporate or whatever.
Yeah, as soon as you got enough people.
I don't know what makes a place a city.
I don't know either.
Wow. If you know what makes a place a city.
And like how to start a city.
Please tweet at us with hashtag make a city.
Because I just like, can I just like go somewhere and if I buy the land and then I'm like, this is a city.
I have literally no idea. I have no clue.
We just want to know how to make a city.
Yeah. Great question. So anyways, and that's how Aeneas, hero of the Trojan side of the Trojan War, ends up.
So he got the best deal.
mean, technically, the Greeks won, but also a lot of them met some real bad fates.
Yeah. Wow.
Anyways, that's the story. That's the story of what happened after the end of the Trojan War.
Great story time.
Yeah.
We're all going to know so much more about Greek mythology after this.
Oh, man.
Thanks, Theros Beyond Death.
I really love it. There's just so much.
It's just so epic, too.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't do anything in small measures, do they?
No, they really don't.
Hey, do you want to appease me? Kill your daughter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Odysseus can't just be killed by anyone. It has to ironically be his own son who he's never met.
And great weapon, too.
Great stuff.
Spear with a...
Tipped with a stingray.
Like a scorpion tail.
Yeah, like a stingray's stinger.
A stinger.
There you go.
Brutal. Hey everybody, we're going to play some Flavor Text Theater here, a game that Meghan thought up while she was trying to not think about the fact that she's about to go get a root canal.
Literally, as soon as we're done recording this, I have to leave to go to the endodontist, and I'm so unhappy about it. I'm so unhappy.
It seems like it's the worst.
I'm thoroughly mad.
I wish you could get put under. Then
And
I would
sad.
feel like a little better about it. But
Me
like,
too.
The fact that you're not getting put
No,
under
it's just
really
90 minutes of just oral surgery.
At least you're going to watch bird videos afterwards.
That's true. I'm just going to watch some bird videos.
Saw a cat watching some bird videos after dental surgery on Reddit, a picture of it. Anyway, we got a sweet Nick's Forest in this pack.
Yeah.
So what game are we playing?
Okay, so the way this works is we've done before where we're going to tell you like what kind of song it would be.
Yeah.
But this time I'm challenging us to sing a set of lyrics from the fake song.
Okay.
That this card is.
No problem.
Yeah.
Okay. There's the cards. There they are.
All right.
We have not seen these before. Ooh. Okay. Who's going first?
If you've got something, go for it.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I do.
Okay, I can do it. Sure. This
I've got
is
a hard word in mind.
Mantle of the Wolf.
Oh, that's a great name for a song.
Exactly. This is obviously like a badass 80s
like yep.
Just
and then are rare too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is a rare. I haven't seen this card, I don't think.
It's pretty good.
3 and a green. Enchanted creature gets +4/+4. When Mantle of the Wolf is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, create 2/2/2 green wolf creature tokens.
So like
great.
An aura with no drawback.
Yeah. All right.
Creature.
I can't see your face because you're wearing the mantle of the wolf. There you go.
That sounds like a great song.
Yeah.
I don't know what it means.
No. But you're wearing it and you can't, I can't see your face because of it.
This one is a country song, which
All right.
maybe all of mine will be. We'll find out.
Fair enough.
I'm just an old man sitting on my porch. I hate young kids. Yes, I do, of course. I want the young ones to get right off my lawn. That's because I'm a hateful eidolon.
Nice. Great.
There you go. Hateful eidolon coming to country stations near you.
All right.
Ooh.
When you're confronted with something you despise, you're gonna feel the furious rise.
Another 80s song.
It's another 80s song.
Okay.
I just feel like they both had that vibe, though.
They did.
Mantle of the Wolf and Furious Rise.
Definitely 80s.
That's just what it is.
Mine is an early 2000s pop song.
Ooh, okay.
Hey, Backstreet Boys. Hey, girl, you're my secret prize. I sound like I'm sorry. That sounded like, I don't know who's singing. Oh, Bob Dylan. It sounded like Bob Dylan singing. Hey, girl, you're my secret prize. I want you to look at me with your sentinel's eyes. I don't know why she's a sentinel, but Backstreet Boys. Can't explain them. Ooh.
Okay.
I don't know what this word is.
I waited to say I love you, and I hope I'm not too late.
Do 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 do.
'Cause baby, you and I have got that flicker of fate.
Do 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 do. Flicker of fate.
Flicker of fate.
Ow. This one I don't like because I don't know the word on the front of it.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay, Threnody. Like, what does Threnody mean? Threnody singer. All right. Okay. This is also a 90s song.
Okay.
Girl, your love's got me flying so high. I'm on love's wings and I'm up in the sky. When I see you, I feel like I want to vomit. Because if you don't love me, I will then plummet. There you go. Plummet. Sorry it was number one.
I'm getting pulled back by all of life's hurdles, 'cause I'm nothing more than a riptide turtle.
I knew it was coming. Hey girl, you've got some love chops. When you say you love me, I'm a flummox cyclops.
Yeah.
Another country song.
All right.
We encourage you all out there who are musicians to, use that for inspiration.
Yes.
To create a full-length song.
Obviously, some really quality song ideas in there.
I would, if you got it and you're just like, oh, I need to write this now, please tweet at us at GLHF Magic with the hashtag song.
Just hashtag song.
Song.
Song. Saying,
Song.
hey, let's play Theros.
Oh my God. Don't. It'll be in my head all day. And when we opened that pack, we got a tentacle token.
Yeah. Cute.
Hey everybody, check it out. We're showcasing some cool products from Ultra Pro.
Like this is one of my favorite things that we own.
Yeah, me too.
It's a little land station, and it's beautiful. It has these like clear acrylic cases.
Yep.
That they go in that have the nice little etched mana symbol on them, and they sit in their little home.
Yeah, look at this.
It's so nice.
We've often talked about if there's a Magic player and you're like, what do I get them?
This is such a good idea.
I'm telling you, they don't have this. Everybody will want it.
Yes.
And
it's so much nicer than like I've seen other versions that just have like the plastic cups and stuff, but this
pretty.
version is like gorgeous. It looks nice. It puts these beautiful full arts on display.
And so when you play a draft with your friends or whatever, your lands are already ready to go.
Yes.
And you can take them out, pass them around the table. Oh, I need forests or whatever.
So smart.
So thank you, Ultra Pro, for being one of our sponsors and for making stuff that's just really awesome and useful and beautiful when you're playing Magic. They use a lot of original art from all of the game's history on their products, which I really love. And then they make cool stuff like this.
Yeah.
So one of our favorite office centerpieces, and if you're like, I want something cool, or I need to give a cool Magic present, consider this cool Ultra Pro a land station. Hey everybody, that's this episode of Good Luck High Five. Thank you once again for hanging out with us for another fabulous week.
That's right. Thank you again to everyone who is a patron of the show over at patreon.com/GLHFmagic. Get geared up. get hyped.
Get
for
geared up.
February being Patreon pledge drive month.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh gosh, I cannot wait to show you what we got.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Thank you to Card Kingdom and Ultra Pro, our other amazing sponsors, and congratulations to the winner of our January Gleam giveaway, Josh Nadler.
Josh, congratulations.
You win an awesome Good Luck High Five swag package with stuff from Card Kingdom, Ultra Pro, and Good Luck High Five ourselves. Yeah. If you want to win, go and enter our Gleam giveaway. The link is in the show notes or under the video. Please do it. You have a
real good chance
very
of winning,
good chance of winning because not enough people enter this contest, which I don't understand why you don't. Because
it's so it's zero.
It's so easy.
Zero like work for you.
Yeah, zero.
You literally just have to click.
Zero work and like just be like, I'm following you on Twitter or whatever, which you should anyway because our tweets are great.
Yeah.
And you win a swag package for February.
Awesome.
So thanks for listening, everyone. Players Tour and World Championships coming up, so lots of exciting stuff in Magic.
Some exciting preview eps coming up where we'll talk about those things.
And next week we're gonna have a chat about Pioneer and stuff.
Oh,
because we've got to dive into that.
What's even happening in Pioneer ahead of this Players Tour?
Yeah, we haven't done it yet, so let's talk about Pioneer. And what else was I gonna say? I can't remember, but
party on.
Goodbye.